by Sahita Academy, New Delhi invigorates 2018. Dr. Sharma has supervised more than 25 PhD and 11 MPhil scholars. He has more than 100 papers and book chapters to his credit, published by reputed publishers such as Emerald, TU, Dublin, CRC Press, Taylor and Francis, Routledge, Apple Press, and many more. So today, a true source of inspiration and knowledge is among us. With great respect, I request our chief guest to enlighten us with their thoughts and experience. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, dear. I forgot your name. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, you just have to keep telling me that.
Yes.
Well, let me first congratulate you all to organize this RCL debate competition. And I take this opportunity, first of all, to pay my regards, say hello to Mr. Nirmal Singh Rayat, who in fact is chairing this Royal Educational and Research Trust, and also Dr. Monica Sharma, who's actually in administrative leadership position in this college, Rayat College of Law. So I thank you all, first of all, to accord me this opportunity. It was Manjeet, in fact, who, in fact, just requested me to be here for this debate competition. And it's an opportunity. It's always great, to be in contact with youngsters, particularly motivated youngsters of this college, Rayat College of Law. And such opportunities, I mean, the first compere rightly said, and even Madam Principal, she threw some light on the fact as to how important these debate competitions are. And I remember my college days, I remember my school days, I remember how I grew up. And had there not been such opportunities as these declamation and debate competitions, recitation contests, various other literary activities, we wouldn't have been, what we are today. I won't say we've achieved some tremendous lot. That's not the point, but it has been a wonderful, wonderful learning journey, and the learning curve of this trajectory, my individual trajectory, in fact, has been owing to such activities. So I congratulate you all, and I really appreciate this kind of effort, and such efforts should always be there. And when it comes to literary activities, when it comes to our cerebral intellectual growth, such activities are very, very important. And we actually hail from a tradition of dialoguing and debating, In India, we call it Samvad Parampara. And in Samvad, it doesn't matter that it has to be Samvad always. There could be Vivad as well, which actually is the implications, of what you have organized today. You've got these two speakers, representing, one point, and then of course, the counterpoint, the other debater, and that's how the topic at hand is approached, negotiated, and in fact, discussed. I also congratulate you all because, you've organized this debate on the occasion of, International Literacy Day. This is really important, September 8th happens to be International Literacy Day. And uh, this basically implies that we've got to emphasize, issues concerning literacy, and we must promote it, to the maximum possible extent, because until or unless, there is literacy, let me tell you one thing, human life cannot be lived, viewed, or understood meaningfully. But at the same time, of course, we have got, it's a huge, it's a large country. Whatever bit, whatever little we can contribute at our end, we must. And as youngsters, we must come forward. Youngsters happen to be, the future hope. Of course, they are the future. They are the future leaders. In fact, they are the ones who eventually have to steer the world through. So this actually is really, really important. And another thing that I would like to appreciate is the selection of the topic. This is really, really, this has tremendous contemporary relevance, increasing reliance on AI tools in academics, improvement or over dependence. Such an interesting question, and so very important, so topical, and having tremendous relevance in the crisis of the present. So this is something which is very close to my heart as well. I train my scholars here. They are at a PhD level, at master's level. We train junior researchers, of course, because students are supposed to write their dissertations here. And I'm quite sure, of course, you're there and you are having a law institution, and you are producing lawyers, of course, and the reliance on AI vis-a-vis any discipline today, in fact, has been increasing on day-to-day basis. So we cannot imagine a life today, which is devoid of AI, and all of us know that. I won't go into it, but yes, I can just envision some of the pluses and minuses quickly. For example, like life has been made easy tremendously by AI, and when it comes even to, say, for that matter, the getting information and processing information and going by the relevant aspects of that information. I remember my days, we'd run to the libraries and spend days and weeks and months at times, to collect it and sort it out. When it comes to, the contemporary times, you just have to click and everything is available there. Now, there are most of the things that you require an AI. Think of anything and AI would provide you that. That's one. Another thing is that are we genuinely benefiting out of the information or the information glut that we get? Don't we need proper kind of training for that? That's a very, very crucial question. Do we exactly know as to how we have to fish out, the most relevant information? Thirdly, sorry, are we completely sort of overwhelmed by AI? Or have we been able to keep our subject position intact? That, okay, I'm an individual, I'm a human being, I have got my own, set of experiences, and I look at everything. I even say, for that matter, I have to process the information that I get through AI my way so that it becomes relevant to me. I speak as a teacher. So as a student, I think every student has to ask this question as to what purpose should it serve? Does it hamper my capability to think rationally, logically, profoundly, differently? These are some of the questions, relevant questions. If we do not ask such questions, then the same boon, which AI is undoubtedly, is going to turn into a bane for us. Why? Because we're not allowing ourselves to grow. Eventually, the individual growth, would be considered meaningful only and only if, you've got that capacity, you know, to decide for yourself that, okay, this is what I need, and then also see as to how you can put forth your viewpoint, not the viewpoint that AI has handed over to you. You cannot make that viewpoint your own. The position, your own subjective position cannot be manufactured by anyone. So you are yourself. You could be Rakesh, you could be Sita, Geeta, whosoever, you could be Satwinder Singh. We don't know who you are. However, you are individually unique for us. So that individual uniqueness, it has to be reinforced when we deal with AI. Do benefit from it. Try to increase your sort of mental and intellectual horizons. That's wonderful. However, I mean, you should be like a quester, who is aware of his individuality, who would never allow that AI would at any point in time overwhelm his or her, uh, uh, subject position. So if as an individual you become absolutely, absolutely irrelevant, and if AI, takes you over, overwhelms you, and becomes you yourself, that would be really, really tragic. And that would be really, really, that would be sad. So, what's important for us is that, we should know as to how we can benefit in the best possible manner through AI. But at the same time, we have got to remain absolutely aware of our human status, because what I believe as a teacher, let me tell you, is still that, I'm there in a classroom situation. What is that something which I bring to the class and which is different from how AI operates? Can there be a replacement for human experience is the question that I ask, and I have not been able to find answer to this question in affirmative. Human experience simply cannot be replaced by AI. Uh, that's simply not possible, So, it's uh, human experience. All of us understand on day-to-day basis, we experience our life, we perceive, we learn from it tremendously. And the entire process, be that as students or as teachers, let me tell you one thing. We had Teachers' Day also, just 2 or 3 days back. I think that was on Saturday. So I think I've been teaching for the last 36 years, and the best lesson that I've been able to learn is that uh, uh, a best teacher is a teacher simply cannot be a good teacher or a better teacher or a best teacher until or unless he becomes a good student and a better student and the best student. So to be a teacher, being student all through your life is the prerequisite. Therefore, what is experience to me as a teacher, as a student? What comes my way? How do I make sense out of what comes my way? What is my understanding of life around me? Be that in the scholarly realm, in literary realm, in legal realm, in political realm, in economic realm, the society as a whole, the entire socio-cultural setup, entire socio-economic and political structure, everything. What sense does that make to me is the be all and end all of your existence, as a human learner. And let me assure you that uh, your human status can never be replaced by AI. and what you, in fact, perceive through your senses, through your cerebral capacities, and what you gain out of interpersonal relationships, and how you evolve through intercultural sort of exposure is something, that AI would never replace. You are too intricate an entity as a human being to be, in any way decoded by AI. It may try hard, but your capacities are just infinite. AI, in fact, is moving into this realm in a big way. You must have heard about it a great deal. But maybe I'm still conventionally very, very strong, or standing on a very, very unshakable kind of footing. But you'd realize gradually, with the passage of time, that eventually I'm this process in there, which in fact has so much more than the AI tools that we use, It remains different. It remains uniquely distinct. So to sum it up, won't take much of your time. I would like to congratulate you all once again, because I mean such discussions, such dialogues, and इस तरह के संवाद बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, और हमें बस एक ही चीज देखनी है. We have to be very conscious about the fact as to how we have to grow as individually unique, beings who have the capacity to connect with the world around, with people around, with institutions around in the best possible way, because that's the hallmark of a responsible citizenry. And all of you are, in fact, in the realm of law. And when it comes to law, it's so very important, And you are going to be practicing lawyers in times to come, to be able to interpret the law, to be able to practice law in, in that ethical way, in that, in a moral way, in a way that empowers the disempowered, that enlightens the not so enlightened, that provide that opportunity, for those who do not have access to the law of the land, would be of course wonderful. And I'm sure AI is going to serve really, or it's going to play a crucial role, in your own growth. However, this has got to be kept in mind, that AI must serve as a tool for us, not that AI starts, using us as tools. Rather than getting enslaved by AI, it would be a great idea that we are able to use it, to utilize it, or to put it to some real good and meaningful use. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your kind and inspiring words. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Sukhvinder, sir, to deliver the vote of thanks and express our gratitude.
Thank you, Anabinder. On behalf of Riyadh College of Law and RCL, indeed my privilege and honor to deliver my vote of thanks on this special day of second RCL debate competition being organized on the event eve of International Literacy Day. At the outset, I express my deep gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Roshan Lal Sharma ji, Professor and Head, Department of English and Dean, School of Languages, Central University, Himachal Pradesh. Sir, thank you so much for accepting our invitation on a very short notice and honoring us, gracing us on this occasion. Sir, your words of inspiration have truly set the stage for competition. We are equally grateful to our guest of honor, Sardar Nirmal Singh Riyadh ji, Chairman, Riyadh Educational and Research Trust, for his gracious presence. Sir's support and goodwill means a lot to us. Our special note of thanks to our principal, Dr. Monica Sharma ma'am, whose constant guidance, encouragement, and leadership have been the backbone of this initiative. I extend my sincere appreciations to our respected judges for kindly agreeing to evaluate the proceedings. Their insights and expertise will greatly enrich the experience of our participants. A special acknowledgement goes to the participants whose enthusiasm will undoubtedly make this competition a thought-provoking and meaningful one. I also take this opportunity to recognize the dedicated efforts of our IQAC coordinator, our organizing team, faculty members, and our student volunteers whose hard work has been instrumental in bringing this event to life. Finally, I extend my thanks to each one present in the audience whose presence and encouragement has added immense value to this occasion. With deep appreciation, I once again thank our distinguished guests for honoring us today and for making this ceremony a memorable one. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for your valuable time and presence. Now I
Well,
request.
one thing I just forgot, Sukhwinder ji. Beta, एक minute, just let
Yes,
me
sir,
let
yes.
me congratulate all the participants, today's participants, and also wish them all well, all the best. They must compete, in all earnestness, but they've got to be really, really conscious and cautious about their stance, the position that they take. I wish them also all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request
Thank
Anmol
you.
to
Thank
give
you.
further
Thank you.
instructions.
Thanks. May I take your leave, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anupinder. So greetings to our honorable chief guest, Dr. Roshan Lal Sharma, our guest of honor, Sardar Nirmal Singh Rayat, our principal, Dr. Monica Sharma, faculty coordinators, Ms. Manjeet Kaur and Mr. Sukhwinder Singh, all the faculty members and all the team participants. So now we have come to an end to the inaugural ceremony of the second RCL debate competition. So now for the preliminary round, slot 1, the link for the draw of lots will be shared with the teams of slot 1. So everyone kindly join and kindly ensure that you have renamed yourself according to the team code provided and the speaker number. Thank you everyone. So now the link will be shared with the slot 1 teams.